multiple video cameras set up, and there's audio recording in the background so that once we are done recording here together, I can compress them down into something a little more shareable. But you guys are getting the goods in order to make a trip to Montana, which brings me to a couple announcements. This Friday, I am playing a really special show for Ronald McDonald, or the Ronald McDonald House. It's a live-streamed dueling piano show with my good friend Aaron Buckner, live from Missoula, Montana. So I will give you some info in the doobly-doo, as the Vlog Brothers say, about. Actually announced that I'm going to be working on 2 albums coming up in the next few months. The first album is a PUBPOP version, and hold on if you're wondering, Kit, what is, and watch the episode that I did yesterday, which explains PUBPOP more thoroughly, but in short, it's a subgenre that I'm exploring performing things in, and I want to actually perform the album Away We Go, and record the album Away We Go in within that time frame, and I want to update from that musical styling, which I do love that album. It's available now. What I want to do is a Christmas album, and I want to take a bunch of good traditional Christmas songs and make them pub pop. So those are my announcements. Stay tuned with getting these albums finished. But now, without further ado, let's get to the music of John Mayer. Me and all my friends, we're all misunderstood. They say we're wrong with the world and those who lead. We just feel like we don't have the means to rise above and beat it. So we keep waiting on the world to change. We keep on waiting on the world to change. Oh, if we have the power to bring our neighbors home. When you trust your television, or what you get is what they got. Oh, on the information, oh, they can bend it all they want. That's why we're waiting on the world to change. We keep on waiting. Yeah, we're still waiting on the world to change. We're waiting on the world to change. We'll keep on waiting on the world to change. For me, a few years ago, shortly after this song came out, Around and Sometimes Comes Loose Like That Light, someone told me that they didn't like the lyric of this song because it implied a certain indifference that the writer of the song, or whoever's singing it, is supposedly just feeding their own apathy. Lyric. It's hard to beat a system when we're standing in the distance, so we keep waiting on the world to change. I wonder if it's not coming from a place of apathy, but it's coming from a place of waiting for an opportunity. That just gotta wait until your voice can be heard. I don't know, but it does make me think of another quote. I was on Alki Beach near Seattle a little while ago, and I saw written on part of the cement near the beach, if you aren't part of the solution, you are part of the problem. If you aren't part of the solution, you are part of the problem. Is just sitting back and waiting on the world to change becoming part of the problem? There's a full circleness to the lyric when he says, one day our generation is going to rule the population. Maybe that means that those quiet voices, those that are being drowned out right now. A fun meter. It's currently sitting at min, because this is not a really exciting maybe place to start the. So but that lyric does have enough ambiguity in it where it makes me wonder how much of it is coming from a place of apathy, or what else it could mean. Is the song Gravity, which I really do like this song and have quite a long history with it. I used to, shortly after this album came out, Continuum, it was a song I would go in nights and things, where any place I could go and there was a band that was jamming, and I could get up and sing, or mostly black people, and teach the band this song, and we would just have so much fun because we would just like jam out forever. It was so great. But now that is a very different world than the world of is working against me. Gravity wants to bring me down. Oh, you'll never know what makes us man. There's one and more. Send me to my knees. Oh, gravity is working against me. Wants to bring me down. Twice as much ain't twice as good, and can't. It's gonna send me to my knees. Oh. Twice as much and twice as good, and can't sustain like one I've quoted. One and more, it's gonna send me to my knees. Get the hell away from me. Gravity better than me. Oh, how can that be? Just keep me where the light is. Just keep me where the light is. Just keep me where the light is. Oh, that one really gets at the Gorge. That was one of my favorite shows, seeing him play with the setting sun over the gorge behind him. Yitzo's showing up. Okay, thanks for the tip for sugar. I hope you were able to catch that. And maybe I'll let me know when you're back, and I'll tag it on the end of this show as well. But in proper pub, pop, and poetry tradition, we need to now do our daily Rumi reading. This is from Daily Readings, A Year with Rumi. This is a really beautiful piece called Different Loads. Here we go. Different loads. Do not feed both sides of yourself equally. The Spirit. Too often we put saddlebags on Jesus and let the donkey run loose in the pasture. Do not make the body do what the Spirit does best. And don't. There's a spirit side. Too often we put saddlebags on Jesus and let the donkey run loose. To you is a very different thing than what a donkey is and what a donkey could mean to you. A donkey as who could help you in whatever way carry loads in the spiritual world, but too often we put saddlebags on Jesus. We burden Jesus. We intended to be used for, and we let the donkey run loose in the pasture. Is that implying that Jesus needs to run loose in the pasture? I don't know. Do not make the body do what the Spirit does best, and don't put a big load on the Spirit that the body could carry easily. There's a guy named CGP Grey who put out a video early on during the lockdown. And I went back and watched. You're quarantined. You live on it's like you're living on a spaceship. Well, I think after that roomie, we're going to bump this up to medium there. If you're living on a spaceship, that spaceship is powered, the spaceship of you and your movement through this world, especially when isolated. And we require both of those things to stay energized in order to keep things powered. And those disciplines are things that we maybe make weight on our spiritual side, when those are weights that our bodies can carry and then our spirits benefit from. Uh-oh. Doing a quick camera check. Hope I'm getting all this. That's gonna call. It's kind of a short show today. I apologize for that. It's because I have to get this all edited down. And I don't think I had that angle before. I have to get this all edited down and then pack up and get on the road because I'm making my way to Montana to do a live stream from there. And it's going to be super, super cool. A fundraiser for the Ronald McDonald House. Okay. Last John Mayer song of this session. I have a bunch more I want to do in later sessions, including in different versions, but I want to do those again. And also Stop This Train was requested, and that is such a great tune. And there's going to be more that I'm sure we will do. I'm interested. It came out during an influential time for me, or during a time when I was susceptible to its influence, but in a very good way, many years ago. But so did this album. First time, or this song, I am doing, this last one is not from Continuum. I wanted to break out of that a little bit and do one called Who Says, which I remember coming out during a time when I traveled to London. I traveled to London to see a girl. It went on the world to change. Both start with a counting. 1, 2, 3. Who says I can't get stoned? Turn off the lights and the telephone. Me in my house alone. Who says I can't get stoned? Who says I can't be free from all of the things that I used to be? Rewriting my history. Who says I can't be? A long night in Baton Rouge. I don't remember you looking any better, but then again I don't remember you. I feel like that's going to annoy me in post. There we go. Love for girls in the county line, wait on fate to send aside. Who says I can't take time? It's been a long night in New York City. I don't remember. Who says I can't get stoned? Plan a trip to Japan. It's been a long night in New York City. It's been a long time since 22. I don't remember you looking any better, boy, than again I know. Oh. Who says? I think that's going out to David. One more that I have to do. Whoa. So Maroon 5. Someday I'm going to do an entire Maroon 5 show as well, because there's a lot of material to choose from in the Maroon 5 department. And that light is just trouble, isn't it? My face. All right, we're going to have to fire the lighting guy and come back to this later. I'm hurting, baby. I'm broken down. You got me begging, begging. I'm on my knees. Oh, I don't want to be needing your love. I just want to be deep in your love. And it's killing me when you're away. Oh, baby, because I really don't care where you are. I just want to be there where you are. And I got to have one little take on me right here. Because I need little love and little sympathy. Yeah. Oh, you show me good loving. Make it all right. I need a little down on me. Oh, my broken pieces, you picked them up. All right. You are the one thing I'm living for. I don't want to be near you, but I just want to be there where you are. And I got to have one little taste. You are right here. 'Cause I need a little love, a little sympathy. I was so good. Yes, please, oh, won't you come and put it down? That was for you. So that whole thing I'll have to give you Monday at 11:11. Goodbye.